For this particular interview, I have chosen in the English language the topic pronunciation and collocation in weather expression. And this is at high school level. To set out my work, I have outlined the objective, which is that by the end of the lesson, students will be able to correctly pronounce weather-related vocabulary and to correctly use collocations in weather expressions. For this lesson, I'll need materials such as the whiteboard. I also need weather-related vocabulary cards. I also need an audio or video clip of a weather forecast. Obviously, the first step is the introduction, which will take me 5 minutes. In the introduction, I'll greet the students and briefly discuss the topic of weather. I'll engage the students with questions like, what type of weather do you enjoy the most? Or how does the weather affect your activities? In the second stage, which is the pronunciation practice, I'll take 10 minutes. Here, I'll list the weather-related words such as sunny, rainy, windy, and cloudy on the board. I'll pronounce these words and ask the learners to repeat clearly with careful attention to pronunciation of these words. Then I'll provide individual feedback and correct the errors which the learners might be making at this stage. Then I'll follow it up with practice in different contexts where the learners will have to create sentences such as, is it sunny today? Or sentences such as, it's raining outside. I'll follow that up with the third stage, which is the collocation exercise, which will take me 10 minutes. Here, I'll explain that certain words are commonly used together or collocated with specific weather conditions. That is to say words like flash floods, high humidity, torrential rain, sunny spells. These words, I'll list these words on the board and encourage the students to think of additional collocations and share them with the class. Next, I'll go to the fourth step, which is the speaking activity, which will take me 15 minutes. Here, I'll divide the students into pairs or groups, provide each group with a set of vocabulary cards. Then I'll ask the learners to pick a card in 10, one after another. And then form sentences with the words that is in the card. As they do that, I'll monitor the groups and provide assistance as needed. I'll do this by going through the groups as they conduct the speaking activity. Then I'll encourage students to use correct pronunciation and collocation while speaking. The next step would be the fifth step, which is the listening practice, which will take me 10 minutes. Here, I'll play the audio of the weather forecast and ask the students to listen carefully. Here, the students I'll tell the students to note down weather conditions mentioned in the audio. I'll discuss the forecast as a class, focusing on pronunciation and collocations used in the recording. After that, I'll encourage the students to pay attention to the pronunciation used by the speaker in that particular recording. The sixth step will be the wrap-up stage, where I'll have a wrap-up discussion. Here, I'll engage the students in a discussion about their favorite weather and the reasons behind their choices. I will encourage them to use vocabulary and collocations they have learned throughout the lesson, provide feedback, and summarize the key points covered in the lesson. After that, the final task will be to give them an assignment or exercise to take home, where the students can prepare a weather report and then present it to the class or submit for assessment or marking. Thank you.